Peace, y'all. Black Light, Cyberspace Ministry. Let's get to it real quick. You know, this month is winding down, and from the looks of things, the traffic out there at the malls, stores, our people walking around still sleeping, and it's a good sign, you know, that you see our people, because that means that our people out there spending up all their money at the stores, because that means that they got money, right? They're working, you know, and they can afford to spend up money like that. So, is that good, do you think, or is that bad? Well, in a way, one way it's cool that, you know, they can put food on the table and so forth. But they're not looking at the big picture, and that's bad. You know, so we're going to get to lessons and ruling on these last two videos that I'm making. But I had to lead up to it. And the last video about Daoud, which is David, really. A lot of you ain't going to know that I'm talking about David and Goliath. You know, Daoud is another word for David. And the sign in that, David, you know, it's, David didn't kill the giant with a sword. He killed the giant with a smooth stone. Smooth stone represents truth. It hit him so hard, it lodged in his forehead. When the giant hit the ground, David got on. The giant was so big that David could stand on top of him. And David chopped his head off. And his head was to show everybody that it's over. So we was conditioned to be fearful of the giant, you know, fearful of the giant, you know, and physically conditioned to be fearful. And so we so far deep up in this giant's butt, and you can see it. You know, you can see the brothers that's really scared. You know, they tell you who they are. They scared of them because they rather do battle with each other than to do battle with the giant. Because see, they condition we condition, you know, to think that we ain't nothing. You know, we condition to think that the giant is more better than us. You know, he too big, you know, to mess with. We condition for that. So I told you, I say, what I was going to do was I'm going to go back in time to the ancient days, come back in the days, bring that up, correlate that with the days of when I was coming up. I'm 70 years of age, so I've been on the planet 7 decades, and I could match what happened in ancient times, in the scriptures, days of the Bible and the Quran, even the Quran, to the days when I was coming up. I was born in 1946, so I could go back in time and match the days up to when I was coming up, and match when I was coming up to the days of now, that you young ones is, in the new millennium. I can match them because it's a cycle. It's a cycle type thing. Now, when I was coming up, I had to get a game because I didn't have no brothers or nothing like that. So I got all the guys that didn't have brothers or had very few brothers. We had to defend ourselves because guys was shaking us down when we went to the corner store for our mothers. They would shake us down, So, I gathered a gang together. But before I gathered a gang together, I was running with a little guy. He was so little, he was littler than I was, But he had a big gang, and he done been to jail for murder and stuff, But he had a big gang, So one day it was just me and him, and we were walking in a territory we shouldn't have been walking in. So it was two guys coming towards us. One guy was little, and one guy was bigger than me. I'm not that big, But this guy, the big guy, was about 6'1", and he weighed about 200. And we was teenagers, we were young, I was about 16 or something like that, and 15 or 16, and so they was coming at us. So the guy that I was with, he had his own gang, but he didn't have his gang with him this time. And I wanted to get with his gang. I wanted to get with him. And he wanted to recruit me because he said I had plenty of heart, So he said, look, I'm going to test your heart out. He said, as they were coming towards, he said, you see this guy? I want you to walk up to the big guy and hit him. He said, because the little guy controls the big guy. But if he say, if he see you come knock the big guy, hit the big guy, we'll put fear in the little guy's heart and the big guy. So he said, when you hit him now, try to knock him out. So I walked up on the big guy, and he said, I know I'm behind you, brother, so go head on. So I walked up on the big guy and hit him. And when I hit the big guy, the big guy he didn't do nothing back. And the little guy didn't do nothing either. And so he said, that's psychology right there. That's street psychology, because they ain't gonna never expect you to do something like that. And that'll put shock waves in them, So I didn't care what size you was after that, I would fight you, and sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, but the thing about it is that I would never give up, and sometimes I got beat raggedy, but I kept fighting. And the longer I kept fighting, and then I started winning. As long as I keep coming back, keep bouncing back. I'll be defending myself, so I'm making sure I don't get hit that much, but, I kept coming back. And if I couldn't beat you with my hands, I'll pick up a brick or a stick or something close by, man, and hit you with that, And so anyway, I don't care how big it gets. The lesson to this is, just because the nigga's big, that don't mean nothing. And I use this terminology that I got off of Hustle and Flow. See, it's not the size of the fight. He says, not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog. And most of y'all brothers, you know, especially y'all gangs out there, y'all see what time it is with the police and this country, and they want you to bow to their authority. They ain't nothing but a bunch of crooks anyway, you know. And they know we don't respect them, you know, especially them young cats. Y'all young cats, y'all don't respect the police, but y'all don't know how to fight them, you know. The best way to fight these fools is to put down y'all guns, put down y'all differences, organize yourself, and use strategy. And I'm gonna go back to Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. George Foreman was bigger than Ali and hit harder and younger and everything. But Ali studied Foreman and used strategy on him. And that's what you gotta do. And y'all gotta quit marching, you know, because you don't get caught out there, you know, and they're gonna be provocateurs out there, and y'all gonna get shot away. Strategize now. Don't take no more money from this beast, unless you're working for him, you know. That, I mean, you got jobs and stuff. I don't mean though when he pay you, you know. But you know, quit giving it back to him. You know, quit giving him back. It's not real anyway. It's his money anyway. It's made like a boomerang dollar. You know, he give it to you and you boomerang it right back to him, see? Because you can't keep no money in the neighborhood because he make everything. He produces everything. You got to go to him for the job. So, yeah, but why keep on giving the money back to him? All that hard-earned money. So that means you got to build up something for yourself. So, if y'all are selling dope, buy up some of these lots in your neighborhood, empty lots. Buy up some of these big buildings. You know, start building something legitimate, you know, so he can't bust you up and take you to jail and stop your growth. Do it like that, man. Because long as you know, even though he illegal, you know some of them, most of the police is on the take anyway. The judges, you know, this whole system is corrupt, man. So what you got to do, man, is stop fighting among yourself, join forces, you know, and you ain't got to let him know you're joining forces, you know, but you ain't got to let him know that you ain't got to show us, you know, that you fighting each other. You know, if you're joining forces and you don't want him to know it, just stop doing what you're doing. Find out who the snitch is in the group, and don't make no plans in front of them. You know, black light out.